A very active scene here in Pembroke Pines. This all started this afternoon when the Pembroke Pines Police Department says they were asked for a well-being check inside this home. The driver of one car was trying to leave this parking lot right here after getting his tires serviced, then merge right here onto Northwest 12th Avenue. This area is so saturated that even a few inches over the next few days will cause more flooding all over again. When she'd stop, he put it next to her on the ground. When she went to check out, she noticed the iPhone 5 in the basket. In a news alert now, we're just getting word of a missing passenger plane. In some cases, they steal keys to cars, then days later steal the car itself. An arson attack destroying that business, and today family and friends lent a helping hand to start the rebuilding effort. And if those aren't for you, there's always the Miami International Film Festival as well as the Miami Bacardi Sailing Week. But then again, there's just something to be said about our waters and our beaches. Minutes after getting into the water, this woman was bitten by a shark. Her injury so severe, she needed this air ambulance to take her here to South Florida for treatment. Park in a well-lit area. Stay alert, don't be texting or calling. Have your keys in your hand. And park as close to the store as possible. Well, Mike, it was absolute pandemonium out here. Fans and paparazzi are clearing out. As you can see, a couple of fans remain at the door. First to 10, trouble on the water when a pair of pricey yachts catch fire. Good evening, the smoke billowing into the air, visible for miles. Caught and cuffed here in Florida, a teenage boy behind bars after police compare him and his underage girlfriend to being a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde. Police say the armed teens stole cars, then drove from state to state. First on the night team, a family devastated after their loved one is killed at the hands of officers. Police say they were forced to fire. Good evening. Police responded to a call of a mentally disturbed man.
And that's when they say things took a tragic turn.
Mother Nature dropping so much snow in the Northeast that it caused several roofs to collapse. Boston seeing its fourth major storm of the year. Be glad you're here in South Florida.
So very glad.
We're just getting started on 7 News at 6. Danish police taking down a suspected gunman behind this weekend's deadly attack.
2 people killed, 5 officers injured in 2 attacks in Denmark.
This afternoon, the suspected gunman is dead. Police say the man who unleashed the violence is 22 and has ties to criminal gangs, but they haven't yet released his name. A dangerous drive in North Miami Beach. Police and fire crews on the scene after a man driving a Dodge Viper crashed into a tree and knocked down a power pole. Alonzo Mourning heating things up this weekend with the first annual Zoe's Winter Groove Festival.
Yeah, it's a 3-day fundraiser benefiting his Mourning Family Foundation.
It has been a tough few days at Florida State University.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.
But the Strozier Library is back open. The FSU president stood by to shake hands with those that lined up to get inside. Student Danny Martinez is from West Kendall.
Feels pretty weird just getting in there after everything that's happened. I'm surprised that they were able to open up this quickly.
Thursday morning shooting injured 3, including library employee Nathan Scott. Boards at the entrance are the reminders of the shooting from where FSU grad Myron May opened fire at police. The 31-year-old was then shot and killed by officers.
You know, looking at the wooden board and everything, it's kind of eerie. You know, it's like you kind of just don't want to go inside because you never would have thought that this could happen to a school like this.
When the gunfire erupted, the library was packed in the lead up to final exams. But FSU police credit a 2-minute response time and recent active shooter training in preventing more injuries.
Several of my officers are first-time officers, and so they attribute their success to being able to respond to the training that we recently had within 13 days of this tragic incident.
Classes, which were canceled in the aftermath, have resumed too.
It's important for our students to get back to normalcy, to let them know that this campus is safe.
But as this campus gets back to the books, what will also be on students' minds is this shooting and the notion violence can happen anywhere.
It was just different. I mean, when you walk into a library, you don't get emotional about it usually, but It's not just a normal library anymore. Now it's a tragedy where 3 people were shot.
The alligator is 10 feet. That's right, 10 feet, and dragged out of a lake off the second hole at the Bonaventure Country Club in Weston. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission believes it is the same gator.
I'm in a lot of pain. It definitely hurts.
That sunk its teeth into the left arm and hand of 51-year-old Steven Martinez as he performed his job diving for golf balls at the bottom of the lake. Martinez was able to shake off the alligator.
I just got bit and I got out of the water as soon as possible.
He drove himself to the pro shop. 911 was called, but Martinez was surprisingly calm.
He seemed like everything was okay other than he'd just been bit by an alligator.
He was very calm, and it's not really something that you hear of super often, you know.
It isn't the first time Martinez has been attacked. In 2006, diving for golf balls in Boynton Beach, he was bitten in the same arm. The gator in the most recent attack was taken away by trappers. Martinez knows he's lucky to have escaped serious injury twice, but what he won't give up is doing the job he loves.
Being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and I just hope it doesn't happen again. It's a rare occasion. I mean, I've been diving for years and years.